Welcome to my iPhone SE versus iPhone 6s review. Today, I am going to talk about fully how certain things are compatible and certain things are not, such as the iPhone case I have over here. This is iPhone 8 case. So iPhone 8 are able to fit on the over here, and over here I have a iPhone 6 case that does not fit because the only thing you will notice the difference is the camera hole is smaller, but every other button fits the same, no problem. So keep that in mind. That out of the way, let's continue with I'm going to just talk about it, but the iPhone has a similar like a even if the iPhone SE had the 13 chip, this one have an A6 chip. It's actually not much difference, believe or not. I feel like everything runs pretty smoothly and it's no lag. If you don't put those devices side by side, you will really doesn't notice the difference, such as opening up the contact, all of that stuff. So really, it's not big deal at all. So what I recommend the iPhone 6s in 2020, yes and no. Just because if you can find this online for like maybe $99 or that's unlocked that's in your carrier fit your budget, yes, it might last for another year. It's overall you only pay $5 for this phone for 1 year, and then after that you might want to go jump on it. That's the reason why that I don't really want to buy another phone. Also remember this. This is also good for a kids that's not really, still not learning responsibility, and throw the device across the room, doesn't really care, and that's kind of phone that's like more like a toy phone like iPod Touch. That's good for them. I would definitely save this for people that have more common sense, such as that able to handle their device properly. This device does have pretty powerful camera, such as 4K camera, and this one does not. This one is 4K 30 frames per second recording video, and you can start your YouTube video by simply using this camera. And I honestly upload a bunch of videos through this camera. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. If the kids, want to start their own YouTube channel, guess what? This is perfect device. Not gonna break the bank, just because many times that you're doing it for happy, for fun, for just simple fun. So that's why I would say if you're using just for that purpose, great. As for day-to-day use, I use this device on Q-Link wireless for over a year. I don't have any problem. It works fine. The only occasion is it's carrier's problem that they don't provide data. That's the carrier. But overall, this device still a solid device. It's still 4G LTE compatible device, and it's great device to have in your pocket. It's not gonna break your bank. It's only $100. Guess what? $100. If kids doesn't need a brand new phone like this one, iPhone SE second generation. They don't. They I would say they can start this one. If they break, guess what? It's only $100. It's not gonna break your bank. You can find this at like AT&T. That's how I got my phone, and I got it at AT&T 1 year ago and unlocked it and then use it on the Sprint network without any problem. And this, also this one, this one currently on Sprint. After I pay off this device, that probably would be unlocked as well, and I will very happy want to test out a eSIM. I know that you can buy it from Apple outright for $3.99, but because I find it on a Sprint network for a great deal of pretty much a lot cheaper than what you might call it, about $100 difference, I would say it's definitely worth it for me. But it might not work for you. But this is starting cheap, and it's about budget phone. It's about simplicity, easy of use, and that's how you get into Apple ecosystem. For me, that's how I got into my ecosystem is by the iPhone 4S. Uh, on Sprint Network was Freedom Pop for 1 year, and I loved it, and no problem whatsoever. That's how I got into ecosystem. So now I will have to say that. Um, Overall, this camera is great for people that just want simplicity. Um, but I would say definitely keep in mind that if you do buy the iPhone 6s and after 1 year you will not receive update, probably more likely. But that's kind of like money to gamble. But again, as long as the basic feature like call, text, that's it. Snapchat works fine. I know that a lot of kids take a picture. Yes, So yeah, picture wise, this camera still works great. It's not as great as the iPhone S, iPhone X or iPhone XR. You can't compete that. That's just no, you can't. It's like $500 phone that you can't compete. The other thing is this camera. It's not as good as like the Samsung S20 or the Note 9. It's the quality you just can't put in there, and also the iPhone 8 you just can't compare. So when you get this phone, keep very low expectation for quality of this phone. So what I still recommend it for iPhone in 2020, yes, and because it's still a great phone, you still be able to do Snapchat, and it really doesn't matter. You don't have to please nobody. You know that's the benefit. Let's talk about this phone. We're gonna talk about the iPhone SE, second generation. For now, I'm gonna just call it ICE, just symbolize. So this SE, I personally never used a iPhone 8, but I did repair a iPhone 8 Plus screen. With my vision, if I can do it, you guys can do it. I it This basically feel really really good compared to the iPhone 6s. So the feel is great. The camera wise is definitely I would say from people that come from iPhone 6s, this camera is better than you can ask. Just because I'm a frugal person, I'm cheap. It's just also the processor. It really doesn't bother me. It's really smooth. It's really good. It's budget phone, so I have my expectations set pretty low. I don't, even I heard that on the iPhone, this basically have iPhone 11 processor. That's the only difference it has. It's still a great phone for me, and if you only have $400 or $425, this phone's still a pretty great phone to get from people that's jump on from a older generation of iPhone. Was this gonna blow your socks off with the camera, with processor, with everything? Well, no, it's not going to blow your socks off, but the camera definitely gonna be enough for basic things such as take a picture. For me, I use it to take a picture of serial number, take a picture of the very close up. It's worked great. It's good. And like for example, I can't read this thing over here. Well, no problem. Just get that camera up there and guess what? Blow it up and then get it to a very good lighting. You'll be all right. Study as patient, So as you can see, now I can actually read it. So, it's definitely loud, crisp, and clear. I accidentally just put it on China. That's not to make a Chinese joke, but it is made in China. So, but like me, made in China. So, the camera definitely it's good enough for me compared that I'm currently using the iPhone 6s. I'm come from iPhone 6s. It's definitely it's a step up. It's awesome. Um, when you have a camera like that. I really just grateful what I have at this point. Um, the front face camera is just like 7 megapixel. Also, remember when you use WeChat, when you use it like FaceTime, FaceTime they might not like compress the quality of the video. But when you use WeChat, you're sending that data through from America to China. It's definitely gonna be compressed. So don't expect a full 7 megapixel out of the camera. But remember this, that camera is pretty good for selfie, for recording, for making a vlog, make money, sell stuff on eBay. Yeah, if you had that patience, you have the time. This phone can do a lot good. Again, I'm gonna bring back this phone just for a little bit. Is I use this phone to do research, call people, and so I undoubtedly will believe that you can do the same thing for using this device, just basically budget phone, to do what I able to accomplish on the iPhone 6s. So again, this phone, it's a great device. I really love it. I really like it. I would say, if when I first started iPhone, this probably would be my first device. When if my first iPhone, if I ever want to try out operating system, this would be, you will get most of the feature the iPhone 11 provides. It's good enough for me. It's like a lot of like a 3D touch on this. I barely use this. This one does not have 3D touch anymore, but it's something that you have to keep in mind. All those features out there, not necessarily you're gonna need it. Just keep that in mind. Don't waste your money, and put where your money is, or put money where your mouth is. That's what it is. So, phone is just a phone. Next year, this phone will be obsolete. 5 years from now, this phone will be obsolete. So don't buy the greatest. If you can find cheapest phone, great. This phone is awesome. If you use your phone frequently, like do a video editing on it, yes, it might not worth it just because it's so small. But overall, if you do what I do, just get this phone. And a lot of kids now stay rocking the iPhone XR, rocking the iPhone X. I don't understand why you're doing that when you could have got the cheapest phone, even the iPhone 6s. So, enough rambling, enough just talking. I truly just want to say thank you for watching this video. I know that I currently I am currently at 268 subscriber. I appreciate it, every single one of you guys. I know not everybody watching the YouTube video that I'm posting, but I truly appreciate it to be there to help me grow and help me to be a better person. So thank you for watching my YouTube video. And if something that I'm missing on the YouTube video, or something that I forgot to talk about, or something that you would love to know about this phone, please just sound off on the comment. Last video that I post, I really like the interaction that I made a YouTube video about how Sprint doesn't have a digital voicemail, and somebody actually suggests a alternative mailbox service that's called Yo Mail or Your Mail, which is I tried that. And so let me know if you want me to make a review about that. So thank you for watching, and I know this is a long video. You have a great day. Thanks. Bye.